As you look down at Agath's dead body, you find her by the front entrance with a swollen tongue and scratches on her neck and leg. Her back has an axe in it. As far as I know, I've been in service with her for many, many, many years. I was even her mother's servant years ago. But as far as I know, in all this time, she has never displayed any kind of allergic reaction to anything at all. It appears someone was doing heavy research on this particular flower, and potentially other flowers and plants as well. Okay, fine. I'm in love with Skella, okay? And I was doing some research on some flowers to find the perfect ones to give to her. I lost my cat. I have been trying to put these up in the mansion. I think Dante doesn't like them, because the other day I went back to one of the spots I put one, and they're not there anymore. I'm missing my cat. If you guys can find it, please let me know, because I want that cat. Alright, you hear a click. It's very scrapey, because there's some damage to the locks, but it does indeed open
Sorry, y'all.
the door. I just cloned that.
Big brain move.
That was really smart. I was thinking for a bit there that no one was going to check it. So, good job on that one.
Too cliche that I didn't even think of it. Anyway, what are these papers? It's probably important.
These
probably
papers.
Got beef with somebody.
Is she into Shakespeare?
Is she into Shakespeare?
A drama writer.
These documents down here that you look at are different options for the different prices that people have put a bid out on the house. So you see your own paperwork on there, how much you were offering for the mansion. You see Wild's price, how much she was offering, Birthmarks, Dante's, everyone's price that they were offering for the mansion. One of them in particular is Skella's, and it catches your eye because it has a big red stamp on it, Agath's seal stamp, implying that possibly Skella was going to be the one Agath chose to buy the mansion. That's what you see in the papers. That's what the paperwork are.
Can I see which one was like the lowest amount offered?
The lowest amount offered was Dante. Dante offered the lowest amount.
He is.
Damien's just jumping on the bed now.
I'm gonna go into here.
You're gonna try to open the box or look into the box.
Yeah, with my axe.
With the axe, just smash it open.
I don't trust anything. Everything has to be broken now.
Everything has to be broken. She's playing the barbarian run, I feel like. It shatters into a bunch of pieces, and inside you find a lot of different jewels and gems and treasures. Some of these gems or treasures are treasures in a different sense. Images of relatives and ancestors.
Whoops.
Good job. you broke their heritage.
I only broke the box, not the stuff inside it, right?
Yeah, you're fine. Maybe some slight damage on one of the photos, but it's fine. She's dead. She can't complain.
Her ghost. Yeah.
Or a ghost. Maybe she haunts the mansion now. Maybe that's the real plot twist.
What this thing?
You discover that this is a blanket uncovering something. It's not clear what it is, but for some reason that area is not carpeted, and it looks like there could be some way to get through the wall. But how?
I will axe it again!
You can't. You only get 2 cards.
Okay, I'm just gonna spoil your next turn if you decide to do that in your next turn. That's not gonna work.
I want to mess with the things on this table.
Some flowers, some beautiful, beautiful, lovely flowers. Some candles that are still burning, and you see a photo that has fallen over on the desk, on the table that you're looking at. It's fallen over. It's cracked.
It wasn't me.
What are you gonna do?
I won't look at the bed. Look underneath the pillows.
There's nothing under the pillows. There's nothing under the bed either. But as you go to look at the bed, you realize that the covers and pillows and blankets are kind of thrown all over the place. Either Agath is a slob, or she didn't do her bed, or something's up with that. That seems strange. Dante also notes that anytime he's ever been in Agath's room, the bed has been made clean and perfect. So he notes that it is strange that the bed is very messed up.
I bet Dante really hates me right now.
Please don't break any more things.
What about the skull?
The skull.
Can I break the skull?
No.
No one here is sure if the skull is real or not. Touching it, tapping it, all these kinds of things, it kind of feels like it could be plastic or a prop, but again, no one can be 100% sure if it is a real skull or not. The book underneath it, you discover, is a Shakespearean book. Book of Shakespearean plays.
I knew it! I want to look at this.
You can see there's like scrapes on the floor at the base of the wall there, but how do you open it? There's no handle or any visible way to open it. There must be some other alternative way to open this, but what is the question?
So what's this horse?
The horse is a trophy given to Agath for best show pony. She seemed to used to do pageants or some kind of fashion stuff.
Ew.
Look at the picture. Can you tell, like, what the picture is of? Because you said it was cracked.
The picture is just of a family member, her husband, who she hasn't had in her life in many years.
She just hates that guy.
So what would you? What
Right
would you
here is their door, scrapes in the floor.
There's nothing special on that wall at all. You very easily open the first 3 lockers, but the 4th one is locked. In the first few lockers, you don't find anything special. You find proof that one of them belongs to Dante, proof that another one belongs to Serene, but the last one, you're unsure who that one belongs to, because it is locked. There is a combination lock on it. That is a 4-digit combination lock. Library?
I'm going back to here. I'm going to go to the nonfiction, go to P, and poisons. I'm going to look for a book that is about poisons, open
Okay.
it up, and start trying to skim through it to see if any of the reactions would match what happened to her.
You do find a book on poison, but on this shelf in particular, the one you went to, you notice that they're not actually organized properly. They're not alphabetical or anything like that. There is a book on codes, a book on plants, a book about bats, a book about poison, which you're about to open, the space book, and then there is a fantasy book. All on this page, all on that shelf there that you were looking at, and for some reason they're not alphabetized or anything like that. They're just seemingly out of place. In the poison book, you do find clues and different things about the flower that you found earlier, this purple one here. You found that it could be turned into poison if mixed with the right ingredients, but a lot of the stuff about it have been scratched out of the book. So it appears someone has come through here before and either scratched things out or ripped pages out of the poison book
Next
to possibly hide something. It actually is birthmark. That's what her new theory is.
You said something about codes, right?
This bookshelf contains 6 books that are very, very clearly out of place. One of them is a book about codes. One of them is a book about bats. One of them is a book about plants. One of them is a book about poisons, which you've already collected. There is a book about space and a book about fantasy. Just some random fantasy novel.
I'll go for the codes one.
You find a book on codes. You can open it up. You see a bunch of different things about locks and different ciphers, ways to, solve different puzzles and things like that. But none of it seems useful right here, right now.
I'm gonna take that book, and I'm
gonna
putting
take
it
the
in my pocket.
Okay. Damien, the owl that
Actually,
has
my
mysteriously appeared inside the mansion. Sus stove. It's just a stove, my man. It's just. Oh wait, no, he's Italian, isn't he?
It's
Just a stove, my guy. I didn't even get to start the stove. None of you wanted any cooked things from the stove. I was using these things. Well, you wouldn't mind if I inspect it then, right? Go right ahead. I'm not gonna do the voice the whole time. So inside the stove, you don't find anything besides scorch marks, soot, maybe some remnants of very old cooked food stuffed in the back, but nothing really catches your eye there. Hiding snacks back there. I mean, if you like really old burnt food, maybe. Nice painting. Okay, there is.
got it for you, your mom.
Well, first off, it's decoration for the mansion. Agath put it there. There's nothing special about the painting at all. It's just a painting of different fruits and foods to make the place look more lively.
How many in this connect or how many things are in?
Oh, how many are in there? There is a lot here. The game seemed to be very close, but player 2 won the game.
And the other player got so mad that they murdered him.
Maybe.
I want to look at the dominoes.
Dominoes. In this game of dominoes, you can clearly see that this game was being played by 3 players, because there's 3 seats, and it appears that player 3 is about to win the game.
Alright, guys, it's number of players. That was 2.
Why would they stop mid-game?
That's my guess, guys. That's my guess.
I mean, checkers.
Checkers. So you're gonna look at checkers. This game was won by a landslide. Player 1 won by a landslide in this game of checkers. The 4th game, it is being played by 4 players. The player 4 has won that game.
4, 1,
No,
2,
1,
3.
3, 2, 4. Memory.
Yeah, there's 2 chairs. Yeah, there's 2 chairs here. What would you like to do,
And
Damien?
player 1
Damien thinks
won
it's
this
fair.
one.
I
So
think it's player
4, 1, 2, 3.
It's up to you, Damien. Whatever you want to do. If you try to put something in the combination and it's wrong, then you'll get a second chance because you get multiple turns. What?
This person was mad that they lost. Their chair is put out, so they just went, oh.
Yeah, counting chairs. Yeah, I thought so because that would be 2, 3, 2, 4.
Ah!
But is that possibly the answer? Who knows? What's up here? This is a game of cornhole, beanbag toss, whatever you want to call it. Very clearly, player 1 in this instance is winning by a landslide. As you can see, they have made almost all of their shots perfectly, and the other player has missed almost all of their shots. It is currently player 1's turn in this game. You got blue versus pink, the chair code. So what was that? 2, 3, 2, 4, I think.
They put in
2, 2, 3, 4 is what they said earlier. 2, 2, 4, 3, sorry, is what they said earlier. That is not the correct combination. 2, 2, 4, 3 is not correct. I will just go ahead and say 2, 2, 3, 4 is also incorrect. Would you like
2, 3.
2, 3, 2, 4 is also incorrect.
Try play around, I guess. 1, 3.
Wait a
2,
minute.
1, 3, 2, 4. You put it into the combination, you hear a click, it falls off, and it swings wide open. You have entered the correct combination. Inside, you see that it is Agath's locker. There is a button on the wall and a piece of paper detailing her records in the game room. The records indicate that she has beat Dante a lot. Dante has actually, in fact, never won against Agath. There's also a note inside revealing that she was going to sell him along with the mansion. So whoever bought the mansion was going to inherit him as part of the deal.
My god! That's disgusting. Okay, yeah, she deserves to be killed.
Birthmark and the butler teamed up, guys.
There was also a button in there. Would you like to press it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a button.
You press the
the button.
button. You hear a noise, but nothing happens. And that actually, let me double check. I think that's actually every single thing in the game room. I don't think there's anything else in the game room for you to discover, if I'm not mistaken. That was everything in the game room. So the game room, you could come back here for memory's sake if you wanted to, but there's nothing else in there.
I'm going to go back to the kitchen and see if the ingredients that were listed in the poison book, along with the flour, is in the kitchen.
Looking through all of it, you do find ingredients that were in the list of poisons, but of course you would. It's a kitchen. It's got ingredients for basically everything, all kinds of meals and stuff. And some of those ingredients may be things like peppers, maybe some of the ingredients are certain jams, maybe some of them are certain spices, what have you. But of course they're going to be in the kitchen. At least that's what Chef Brold tells you. Of course the ingredients to that poison would be in my kitchen. It's literally a kitchen. It's got everything.
Plot twist. Everybody conspired to kill Agatha except you gonna get
I mean, you guys haven't asked a single person for their motives for doing it or anything, so.
I'm going to ask Dante. Was he the one that tore the pages out of the book?
I would never tear up a book. I write books. Well, I mean, if you count fan fiction as books, but
Okay,
I
whatever.
do.
Get out of here.
He's well, we got two dweebs. We got Dante and Birthmark, so...
I mean, if you killed her, it's okay. I cannot blame you. You are not property, sir.
Oh, shit. What's your motive, Mr. Man? Or are you talking about Dante? Dante's motive, of course, should be at least a little bit obvious at this point. I have the worst room in the mansion. There are rooms 3 times larger than mine, okay? And I don't like Agatha for that, but I would never kill her for that. But also, I'm pretty sure she wanted me to be inherited with the mansion, and it seems we've confirmed that, so I guess I might kill her for that, but I wouldn't kill her for that. But if I had to say a motive that I possibly had, it would be because of those reasons. So, oh, okay, well, you spelled her name wrong, it's Serene, but that's okay. Whatever, she better talk. I am the rightful heir to this mansion, and I don't like the fact that she's selling it. So, if I had a reason to kill her, I suppose it would be that, but of course, I would never kill her. It would be nice to inherit the mansion instead of having to buy it, or outbuy it from someone else. Agatha is my mother. That's right, mother. Agatha was my mother.
She's a terrible person! She was a terrible person. Now she's a dead person. Rightfully so? Maybe. Do I care? No. She thinks it.
Enough to kill? It's not enough to kill. I'm saying if I was going to, that would be why. Also, have you seen my cat?
Hold on, I gotta look for the cat now. Meow! Meow!
You're probably not going to find it. It is findable, I'll give you that, but you're probably not going to find it. Alright, so, Birthmark admits from before about the paintings that his paintings were stolen and sold by Skella in order to afford the mansion. So, he admits that he possibly could have used that as a reason to kill Agatha and frame Skella in order to get revenge for that. But he also notes that he loves Skella and would not do that. But that is the only thing he can think of that would make him suspicious.
Do you really love her? Huh? Yeah, just one time.
You're going to try sliding it. You try sliding, but as there is no handle and no easy way to slide it, you yourself keep sliding off, and also nothing even slightly budges. Framed photo of Agatha.
Say it dramatically. A framed photo of Agatha.
Because why not? Gotta add a little showmanship to everything every now and then. Narcissistic.
The bouquet, then.
The bouquet? Bouquet? Is it bouquet or bouquet?
I always say bouquet.
Let me know in the comments.
Okay.
Birthmark gets nervous. Skella is very adamant that she has no idea what the flowers are doing there, and finally, Birthmark breaks and admits that upon his research, he realized that roses would be the perfect flower to give to Skella, because they have thorns that are very similar to her cuffs, and maybe she would hurt herself slightly with them or hurt someone else with them and be able to collect more blood and all that kind of stuff. Also, they're red, which kind of reminds her of blood, possibly. That's his theory for why she would love roses, and that is why he gave her roses. He admits that he did this when he left from the dining room table before the murder happened. Before the murder happened, as you remember, everyone left the table one by one. Birthmark, what he did is went to his room, got the flowers, and then put them in Skella's room, and then tried to return to the table at the beginning. Nah, she seems like a bird of paradise person. Maybe, I don't know. Birthmark doesn't know either. So that is what he did, that is how they're there, and that is what Birthmark's alibi is now. Pot. It's just a plant. Skella steps forward and admits that she really, really loves plants, and is touched by Birthmark's gift, but hides it very stealthily. Her affection for that gift. But she just loves plants. Who doesn't love plants? You better have plants in your room, because if you don't, then that's just kind of weird, don't you think?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to look at something real quick. Let me check
Alrighty.
something. I just want to see something.
She's seeing something. What are we seeing?
Oh, wait, never mind. I was about to say, Skella, is the reason that you killed her was because there are no plants in here, but then I realized there are. Oh yeah, the rug.
Pulling back the rug reveals that there is nothing underneath. Skella laughs at you for thinking there would be something under there. Pulled the rug out from under you, huh? Got him.
Knee slapper.
Got him. You look under the bed. As you look under the bed, you accidentally push over one of the pillows, which reveals that there are knives under both of the pillows. Skella,
Not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising. Who wouldn't? Yeah, have you not learned of self-defense? I mean, who wouldn't leave a knife there? Clearly, there's a murderer here. I was the only smart one leaving knives under my bed.
I just noticed this list over here, and the calendar too.
Okay.
This is
Doing
my
suggestions.
schedule for cooking food. This is my recipe.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and say what it is. It actually is something. Miss, it's just a schedule. The calendar is just the calendar. The calendar is just a schedule, but within the calendar, looking closer, you can find newspaper clippings. And in that newspaper clipping, you can see the chef had a father who has died on the job. They died in the mansion previous. They had died previously in the mansion, and it was his father, and he's kept that ever since as a memento, a reminder, a something.
Was your father maybe having an affair with Agatha or anything? Was
That's
his
a good
father,
one.
Like, her ex-husband or anything like that? No.
Who knows? But the old chef is dead. The new chef is me, Chef Abroad, and that was my father, dead, doing what he loved, cooking for the rich.
Beating people up. But what about this closed barrel? It's great.
Oh,
The stuff
okay.
you can't see.
The closed barrel, opening it up, reveals that there are very spicy peppers inside. Nothing special or fantastic
He tried
inside.
to murder me.
What else did you want to look at? Yum.
The crates.
The
Just
crates.
Stuff that's closed that you can't see.
Behind the crates, you do discover a lever or a button, and upon pressing it, you do open up the conservatory
Hell
with a
yeah, I
loud
finally did.
boom being opened up.
He died.
yeah! Look at
Um,
us. We're being smart.
And that is the end of part 2. Please let me know in the comments below who you think did it and why. What evidence do you have for why this person did it? Next week, or rather maybe in a few days, we're going to be taking a look at part 3, which we get to look into the conservatory as well as a bunch of other rooms and maybe even solve some more puzzles. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. If you want to be the first ones there, you can become a channel member because they get all these videos at least a day early and a bunch of other perks as well. But for now, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all those wonderful things like that. Because when you do wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.